I say psychopaths, never belong being out on the street again. Ever. I don't want that guy living next to you.
Can you define what it takes for a person to be a psychopath? What characteristics? How do you tell?
Zero empathy. Zero compassion. Will cut your fucking head off and go to sleep. I know a guy who stabbed his cellmate, and went back to bed. Killed him. And went to sleep. There's another guy who cut a guy's head off in prison with a shank. These two inmates and another inmate, poor guy only had 10-year sentence, and he was getting out. He was a bank robber. They were in a cell. They put 3 in a cell. They put 3 guys in a cell. They cut him open. These 2 guys had life. They cut him open. They took his intestines out, and they wrapped his intestines around the door. I consider that a psychopath.
Is this the prison that you were in?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude.
I consider that psychopaths. Now, you could look them up. You could look these incidents up. They're very easily. What I talk about, I always tell people, you don't even have to fucking believe me. I lived it. Go look it up. Yeah. And you'll be able to Google it.
Yeah.
So the violent level, now again.
What do you, going back to the psychopaths, how does someone become that? How do you think, do you think they're born with that? How do you think it's like childhood trauma?
Well, I think there's a lot of factors that go into it. I think what happens is, I hate to say this. I think I could become a psychopath if I lived in there. I don't know. Maybe
if you did what?
If I lived in that environment long enough, or I don't know, maybe I couldn't. Maybe I couldn't because there's something deep fucking seated.
Yeah.
I always, even when I was a criminal, I used to give money to people, and I cared about people. Always did. Always had a heart.
Right.
I often talk to parents, and I do a lot with parents and families, and they'll ask me, I want to talk to the kid. Once I find out certain questions, he hates his parents, he hates his sister, but you find out he loves cats or loves dogs or something. He's savable. He's got that compassion. He's got that empathy in him. Now, you got to get it out. You got to direct it. But then you get the really psychos, maybe, like you said, for whatever reason.
Just no one's home.
Nobody's home. I'm telling you, I've seen their eyes, their black eyes. And what you can almost see in their soul, there's nothing. It's fucking dark. And those people, I've ate with them, talked with them, hung out with them, and you don't think I ever trusted them? Not for a fucking second. I don't want that guy cutting out living next to you. So I'm not a bleeding heart. Everybody gets out of prison. It has to be, the right people. But we have too many people in prison who do change. You take myself, and I often tell young people, when you're 20, Ryan,
yeah,
you think you know it all. I'm not going to love them. Then you hit 30, and you say, fuck, I didn't know shit at 20. When you hit 40, it's going to be, fuck, I didn't know shit at 30. When you hit 50, you're going to say, am I ever going to fucking learn anything? I'm going to hit 60, and I'm learning every day.
Yeah.
Because you change. You change your views. You change your things. And I'm very socially liberal. Very socially liberal. And somewhat fiscally conservative. I still don't care no matter what, no person in this country should have to eat cat food. I don't give a fuck what she did wrong, or her husband left her and they didn't put enough and she stole. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Nobody should eat cat food in this country.
Right.
Or any country. We should be able to feed people, and I don't care how that has to happen. But I don't believe we should just give money for lazy people. I'm not lazy.
Right.
You're not lazy, obviously. And I think we need to, that's my views. That's why I'm a libertarian. But I think all drugs should be legal. They've done this experiments now in Oregon. Drugs are now decriminalized. Did you know LSD and mushrooms and stuff in D.C. is legalized? Yeah. And it should be.
You're not going to hurt. I mean, what are you going to do? Who are you going to hurt? You can drink a fucking fifth of vodka and go drive down the street, but you can't eat a magic mushroom.
Absolutely. See, my point is, if you commit a crime to get the drug, that you should be held accountable.
Right.
If you're robbing somebody, be held accountable. But what you do in your own hand, I have to tell people, you want to go in your fucking bedroom, jack off in the corner up against the, have fun, do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's your house, your place. You shouldn't infringe on other people's, but do what you want. That's what freedom is. That's true freedom. And we don't have it right now. We don't have it. A lot of people, we live in the freest country in the world. Wait a minute. 96 countries, 196 countries have freedom. Total freedom. Much as us. So it's not, do I love America? Absolutely.
And then again, going back to 196 countries have freedom, but we have more people locked up than any other country in the world.
Exactly.
So
how free are we? And at what degree are we overstepping our bounds as a country? Yes, we need government. Yes, we need roads fixed. And the government was originally formed, and I'm a history nut, was especially like the Navy and the military and the Coast Guard was actually the first service ever out, is because we wanted to protect waterways and we wanted to protect free trade. That's a government function. We want to defend ourselves against another country. That's what we need. But we don't need government in your business. Like the sheriff who wants to show these fucking people who wrote a bad check and now they're fucking the biggest villain and they're on Wheel of Fugitive and Wheel of whatever the fuck he calls it. That's such a degrading thing. How much fucking things did he do wrong? That guy.
Right.
If he really wants to be honest with himself. Now, I'm not saying you can't get him, but you don't got to humiliate him on a fucking bullshit wheel of thing. Now, if the guy's a murderer, fucking you want help getting a murderer that's killed a fucking kid, absolutely. There's crimes that we should all be pissed at. What happened at the Capitol.
Right.
Fucking treason.
Right.
I don't care what people, Trumpers or whatever the fuck they are. I don't give a shit. That was fucking treason. That was, it's beyond words for me. I listened to Howard Stern today go off.
Really?
Oh,
what was he saying about
fucking, thinks he's fucking nuts. People should be in jail, prison, all this. Said they're brainwashed, and they are.
It's fucking scary as fuck.
Fucking scary, crazy. And those are the things that we should be here pissed at.
Yeah.
And we should be pissed at a murderer. Or me. I was a fucking criminal. I'm being honest. I was a robber. I was not good. I belonged in prison. Did I belong to be strapped down naked, a guy take his dick out and pee on my face? Without me wanting it. No. I'm joking. My point is, it's wrong. I mean, I was wrong, Dan. And those are the crimes that should be held accountable and go to prison. Yes, the guy wrote the check right and the credit. They're wrong. But do they need to be humiliated on a Wheel of fugitive violation of probation? What was his probation? You find out he fucking got 6-month probation for fucking
driving on suspended license.
I was just gonna say that. Multiple drive. But now he's on the Wheel of fugitive. Do we really need to fucking goddamn humiliate people? I don't believe so.